I see three tensions now defining this landscape. First, we have academic freedom versus geopolitical control. I will pose the questions, not give you an answer. Can inquiry be free when funding, access, and visas depend on national agendas? Seems to me that self-censorship is becoming the quiet norm. Second, we have openness versus security. Openness built modern science, but dual-use technologies blur the line between transparency and vulnerability. How much knowledge should be shared when it can be weaponized? And third, equity versus dependency. Digital science promised inclusion, yet data still flows north, credit flows west, and infrastructure remains concentrated. Researchers in, for example, smaller states contribute data, but rarely set the agenda. And these are not just technical questions. They are political choices disguised as ethics. So what can be done? First, diversify dependencies. True autonomy is infrastructural as well as intellectual. Don't rely on one cloud, one supplier, one jurisdiction. Second, ensure transparency in funding. Every euro or dollar carries intent. Disclose it. Transparency restores credibility. Third, conduct ethical impact assessments. Ask not only can we, but should we build ethical foresight into research design. Fourth, I would say, is build sovereign infrastructures. Invest in open, regional, secure data spaces. Sovereignty doesn't mean isolation. It means participation without coercion. And finally, try to strengthen global dialogue. However, that can be hard at this moment. Include smaller states, underrepresented communities, and new voices. Ethics cannot remain the privilege of the powerful. And I would say these are not bureaucratic steps. They are acts of strategic self-preservation. The next decade, I think, will sharpen these dilemmas. Technology will move faster than governance. AI will generate disinformation at scale. Quantum and biotech will outpace regulation. Every breakthrough will carry a shadow of risk, and the line between civilian and military use will definitely blur. Governments will legislate reactively, always one discovery behind. The question is not whether we will have ethics, but whose ethics will prevail. Europe belief in dignity and rights, America faith in innovation, or China's model of control. These competing systems will shape the moral architecture of the century. So digital ethics for me cannot be beyond compliance unless they are also beyond geopolitics. I think that ethics without awareness of power is ritual, beautiful in language, but irrelevant in practice. But if you face power directly, I think then we can build principles that are not only moral, but strategically resilient. Principles that protect openness without naivety, include without being exploited, and uphold human dignity even when algorithms don't. Your task, I believe, is to ensure that in this century of digital empires and algorithmic power, ethics does not become the language of the weak, but the strength of the wise. And with this, I would like to conclude my short presentation. I hope exactly in 15 minutes. Thank you for your attention, for your curiosity. I wish you inspiring and truly meaningful conference. Thank you very much.